The night wraps around you like a velvet blanket, filled with twinkling whispers of light. As your gaze rises softly above your resting place, you begin to step beyond your world, beyond roads, trees, and cities, into the gentle vastness that cradles every star. Here, the universe invites you, not with hurried answers, but with patient wonder, a lullaby woven from light and time. There is a quiet moment, just as your body begins to relax, when the world slips gently away. The hum of the day softens, your breath deepens, and your mind finds a stillness like calm water. It is in this tender space, between wakefulness and sleep, where the universe whispers its oldest secrets to you. Look up through your eyelids if you like, and imagine the night sky unfolding above, a dome sprinkled generously with shimmering points of light. Each one is a story, a glow sent from somewhere far beyond. The stars you see are not just distant suns. They are beacons of time, messengers traveling across the vast ocean of space to reach your eyes. But what if I told you that the night you watch isn't exactly now? The light from those stars left their homes long ago, some a few seconds ago, some millions or even billions of years in the past. When you gaze upward, you are stepping into a time machine, one that carries you slowly backward through history, through moments that have already been whispered and folded into the fabric of the cosmos. Now, you might try to imagine the distance that light has traveled, but our minds are made for smaller scales. You can picture your room, your neighborhood, maybe even a city. But when the universe stretches out to billions of light years, the numbers slip away like stars hidden behind a cloud. They become poetry more than measurement, a dance of words that reach toward what can only be felt. Let me gently bring you closer, starting from the place beneath your feet. Earth, your home, spins softly in the dark, wrapped in a blanket of air and life. Above, the moon drifts, distant yet dear, a companion whose light takes just over a second to cross the space between you and it. That's right, the moon you see is how it looked just a heartbeat ago, across 384,000 kilometers of silent night. Imagine that journey as a quiet bridge, every ray of moonlight a traveler on a path paved with patience. The glow brushes your skin, whispering stories from a world beyond your touch, but close enough to dream about. But the moon is only the start. Push your mind gently outward now, past even the sun, that great warm candle at the heart of our solar family. The sunlight bathing you right now left that fiery orb 8 minutes before, long before this moment of calm descended. In those 8 minutes, the light has traveled nearly 150 million kilometers, a distance so vast it dwarfs any road you've ever walked, any path your feet have followed. The sun's distance earned its own name, 1 astronomical unit. This isn't just a number, but a tool we use to make sense of space, to borrow a ruler for measuring what would otherwise be immeasurably large. Mercury hugs the sun tightly at less than half an astronomical unit, while Neptune orbits nearly 30 times farther out, wrapped in cold silence. Beyond Neptune, the solar system does not end, but fades into a sparse desert of ice and rock, where the Kuiper Belt and the imagined Oort cloud mark boundaries we've only begun to sense. Our spacecraft, Voyager 1 and 2, have journeyed past the known planets, now sailing through the quiet and almost empty outskirts, carrying a human message in a bottle, launched decades ago, a hopeful whisper into the dark. Pause with that thought for a moment. Imagine a tiny craft, smaller than a school bus, drifting alone, farther than anything built by hand has ever reached, over 150 astronomical units away. Even traveling more than 60,000 kilometers per hour, Voyager will take centuries to cross the distant Oort cloud and tens of thousands of years to leave it behind. This journey shows the vast silence beyond the warmth of our sun, the space that feels empty but is full of meaning and possibility. Now, pull back and realize, even all this space, our solar system, the lunar light, the sun's embrace is an island in a cosmic ocean that is enormous beyond telling. Stretch your imagination gently toward the nearest stars, unaware of our human impatience for scale or speed. The closest star beyond our sun is Proxima Centauri, a small red dwarf burning quietly more than 4 light-years away. When you look toward that pinpoint, know that the light touching your gaze left it over 4 years ago. If you could travel there, on the fastest ship we've built so far, it would take over 70,000 years to arrive, farther than your mind comfortably roams. Think of that as more than a distance. Think of it as a dream of travel slow and vast. A voyage not through streets or oceans, but through the fabric of space and time. Between us and the stars isn't just space, but a deep and stretching gulf, sprinkled with lonely moments and the silent glow of distant suns. It's humbling, isn't it, to be a tiny flicker on a small world, circling a quiet star, itself a single player among hundreds of billions in the Milky Way. This great spiral galaxy spins quietly, a slow river of stars flowing gently around a glowing center. The Milky Way spans 100,000 light-years across, so large that just to cross it at light speed would take 100,000 years, long before any human walked the Earth. You are part of this galaxy's gentle motion. Your solar system rides along like a pebble in a vast stream, moving at nearly 1,000,000 kilometers per hour. Yet, from where you rest, the stars seem steady and calm, as if frozen in place. Time stretches wide and slow beyond the grasp of every day. Life. Stars cluster in families, open clusters, where youthful stars sparkle with a bright blue glow, and ancient globular clusters, densely packed and nearly as old as the galaxy itself. Nebulae, bright and colorful clouds of gas and dust, are the cosmic nurseries where new stars are born. A swirling dance of creation that has been going on for billions of years. Step back just a little more, and you find that the Milky Way is but one island in a vast sea of galaxies. The night sky's faint smudge of the Andromeda galaxy is actually a neighboring city of stars, 2 million light-years away and on a slow collision course with our home. Together, these galaxies are part of the local Grouper galactic family of about 50 galaxies, bound in a graceful ancient dance by gravity's quiet pull. Beyond this neighborhood lie the grander superclusters and filaments, the massive threads of the cosmic web that stretch between galaxies. These vast structures are so large that light itself takes hundreds of millions of years to cross. The universe, in this way, resembles an immense mesh of shining islands, connected by unseen forces weaving the fabric of space. And here, at the edge of sight, the universe hides its greatest mysteries, the cosmic microwave. Background, the faint afterglow of the Big Bang, and the hidden jumble of dark matter and dark energy shaping the cosmos beneath our very feet. These are not just cold facts or distant data. They are threads in a grand story, a lullaby of light and time sung softly and patiently throughout the ages. Your mind may find the numbers stubborn and the distances overwhelming. That is expected. The universe is vast beyond your imagining, and your mind is made for the warmth of the near and the tangible. But your heart, your wonder, your very breath can reach across the silence. So, as your body sinks deeper into rest, allow the stars to hold you gently. Imagine the light passing through your window, carrying whispers from distant suns. Imagine the voyage of photons traveling silently in the dark, connecting you to a story billions of years in the making. Tomorrow will come with new questions, new discoveries, but now, rest in the quiet understanding that you are part of something far larger, something unmeasurable, shimmering, and endlessly beautiful. The universe invites you to dream of light crossing the gentle night, paths stretching beyond your reach but never beyond your imagination. Here, in this stillness, wonder quietly blooms, and as you drift towards sleep, remember, the stars are always watching, holding your story among theirs, one thread in the soft tapestry of time. What might happen to the light from stars we see tonight? Will it still be shining when you awake? And what new stories might the universe whisper tomorrow? Imagine light setting out on a quiet voyage, racing across space with patient footsteps that echo through time. This chapter whispers the mysteries of light's speed, the language of distances measured by its travel, and the gentle weaving of time and space into one graceful dance. Feel yourself carried along this journey as light carries ancient stories to you, softly bridging the vast emptiness. Close your eyes for a moment and picture a single beam of light. It is born from a warm, glowing sun, breaking free from its fiery home and beginning a voyage that will stretch across impossible distances. Light moves fast, unimaginably fast, at nearly 300,000 kilometers per second. That's so fast it could circle the Earth 7 times in one breath. But even at this speed, the distances in space are so enormous that light often takes years, thousands, even billions of years to reach us. Light is the universe's storyteller. Every twinkle, every ray that brushes your eyelids, carries a message written in the language of time. When you look up at the stars, the moon, or the sun, you aren't seeing what exists at this very instant, you're seeing the past. Imagine This, the moon resting serenely in the night sky, shines its gentle light upon you. But know that you are not seeing the moon right now as it is you are seeing it, as it was just over 1 second ago. That single second is the time light takes to cross the 384,000 kilometers between our Earth and its companion. Now consider sunlight, that golden warmth brushing your skin during the day. That light took over 8 minutes to travel from the surface of the sun, 150 million kilometers away, before it touched you. When you felt the sun today, it was lighting your world from a moment long past back, when you might have been brushing your teeth or closing your eyes to rest. The universe measures vastness in the rhythm of light's travel. When those distances grow beyond our daily experience, we need new rulers, cosmic ones. One such ruler is called the light year. Don't let its name fool you. It's not a measure of time, but a distance. The distance light travels in 1 full year, about 10 trillion kilometers. It's a distance so large it humbles the very idea of travel. To give you a glimpse of this scale, the closest star beyond our sun, Proxima Centauri, is over 4 light years away. Picture a journey for a single photon that started long before you were born, traversing the silent gulf of space, finally touching your eyes tonight. If that star were to flare or disappear this very instant, you wouldn't know for more than 4 years. Light is not just a way to sit, is a time machine carrying memories across the cosmos, quietly bending space and time into a single dance. We often think of distance and time as separate things. You walk for minutes, or you drive for hours. But light asks us to think differently, to blur these lines. To say something is 1 light year away means it takes 1 year for light to travel. From there to here, space and time entwine, inseparable. This marriage of distance and time brings strange twists into how we understand the universe. Your eyes do not see the now of distant stars or galaxies. Instead, you see their light as it left them long ago, a cosmic echo, capturing stories of their past. The farther away the source, the older the light, and the deeper into history you peer. Imagine staring at the brightest star from your home. Sirius's light takes about 8.5 years to arrive. That means you see it as it was during your own childhood. But gaze farther, to the soft smudge of the Andromeda galaxy, and your view stretches across 2.5 million years, the time before humans even walked this earth. Each star glittering in the night sky is a whisper from the past, an ancient postcard delivered by light. Telescopes become our cosmic archives, collecting these light memories from galaxies 13 billion light-years away. They reveal a universe young and bursting with activity, a baby cosmos still learning to shine. Yet, with all these gifts from the past, the present remains just out of reach for all but the closest neighbors. Every sparkle you see is born on long journeys, shaped by the laws of physics, age, and the vastness of space. And what if the sun suddenly vanished? It would take over 8 minutes for the sky to notice, for the last photons that warmed your skin to finally disappear. Life would carry on, unaware of the silence quietly growing beyond sight. Light travels on relentlessly, never bending, never tiring, always at its sacred speed limit. It stitches together every star, every planet, every moment of cosmic history with its glowing thread. And that thread is what connects you right now to the vastness of space and time beyond. This cosmic speed limit we call the speed of light is more than a number. It's woven into the fabric of reality itself. Einstein's famous equation, E=mc, rests on it. It defines the flow of energy and matter and locks together space and time in an endless embrace. And yet, this speed limit and the way light travels also reveal a universe steeped in mystery and layered with wonder, because light's journey is not just a line from here to there. It's a path along which time itself drifts and shifts. Observers moving at different speeds or living under different gravitational pulls may see time differently. Simultaneity, the idea that 2 clocks can always agree on the same now, fades in cosmic whispers. Time becomes personal, time becomes fluid. It's a quiet, humbling space, and time not as strict rulers, but as gentle waves. And light, the patient traveler, upon those waves, carries all of it forward. So, as you settle deeper into rest, feel the rhythm of light's journey, feel the distance and the time wrapped into every beam that touches your skin and pools in your mind. Let the stars wink softly, their light crossing a sea of darkness and leaving whispers in your heart. In this gentle unfolding of space and time, You and the cosmos share a silent, unspoken banter, passing of light and wonder between you. What stories might the light yet to arrive carry for you? And what new wonder will tomorrow's dawn bring to your eyes? Imagine for a moment the sun at the center of our cosmic neighborhood, glowing beacon in a sea of darkness. Around it circle planets, each taking its turn in a vast and slow dance. From the rocky worlds close by to the distant ice giants, this family of planets defines what we call the solar system. But it's not just the planets that make this neighborhood special. Between these planets lies emptiness far greater than the solid worlds themselves. Vast stretches of space, mostly silent and dark, weave between them. To truly grasp the size of our solar system, think of the moon's orbit first. About 384,000 kilometers, away close enough to feel almost familiar. Then, the sun lingers 150 million kilometers away so far that light takes 8 minutes to reach us. Scale by scale, each planet's orbit stretches the boundaries. Mercury orbits at about 1/3 of this distance, Venus at 2/3 Earth, at 1, Mars at 1.5, and farther out, Jupiter roams over 5 times as far, Saturn nearly 10, Uranus and Neptune surpassing 30 astronomical units away from the Sun. And beyond Neptune lies the Kuiper Belt, a frozen ring of icy bodies stretching from 30 to 50 astronomical units, home to dwarf worlds like Pluto. Far beyond these frozen regions lies the hypothetical Oort cloud, a vast spherical shell of icy objects that could extend out to 100,000 astronomical units, or more than 1.5 light-years from the Sun. It may mark the true boundary of the Sun's gravitational reach, whisper of our star's influence drawing to a close. Just halfway to the nearest star, launching spacecraft to these remote regions has tested human ingenuity. The Voyager probes, launched in the late 1970s, have journeyed beyond the planets into interstellar space, now over 150 astronomical units from the Sun. Yet even after decades at astounding speeds, they have not reached the edge of the Oort cloud. The true frontier lies hundreds or even thousands of years ahead. When we look beyond our tiny sun's family, we find a star-filled galaxy, the Milky Way. This cosmic frisbee, 100,000 light-years wide and about 1,000 light-years thick in its disk, holds hundreds of billions of stars. Our sun, our solar system, drifts quietly in a quiet suburb called the Orion Arm, about 27,000 light-years from the galactic core. Yet, even amid this vast spinning galaxy, stars often travel in families, clusters, and groups of siblings born together from the same clouds of gas and dust. Open clusters are loose, young gatherings of a few hundred to a few thousand stars, shining with the blue glow of youth. One famous example is the Pleiades, visible without a telescope, shimmering in the constellation Taurus. These are star nurseries, still barely apart from their birthplace. Globular clusters tell a different story. They are ancient spherical gatherings, dense with stars numbering in the hundreds of thousands or even millions. They orbit the Milky Way as a halo, their brilliant core blazing with the light of stars older than our Sun. The famous Hercules cluster, M13, is one such group, about 25,000 light-years away, and if you lived within it, the night sky would shimmer with 1,000 times more stars than we see from Earth. Among clusters of stars are nebulae, massive clouds of gas and dust that serve as stellar nurseries or the remains of exploded stars. The Orion Nebula, only 1,300 light-years away, glows softly with reds, blues, and purples, housing newborn suns hidden within swirling clouds. Towering pillars of the Eagle Nebula sweep majestically through space, cradling dense knots where stars form through gravitational collapse. Though grand, these structures are but tiny details on the canvas of the galaxy. A nebula's size of tens or hundreds of light-years pales beside the Milky Way's 100,000 light-year expanse. From afar, even the largest clusters and nebulae appear as mere points of light, delicate brushstrokes on the grand galactic map. Every one of these specks of light holds stories vast beyond our imagining, histories of stars born, burned, and died, planets formed, and possibly life stirred in quiet corners. The gravity, age, and chemistry link stars born together, shaping their destinies in stellar neighborhoods of kinship and shared motion. By studying these families of stars, astronomers uncover secrets of stellar evolution and the chemical elemental threads woven into planets, oceans, and life itself. Beyond the vast emptiness of interstellar space and the lonely nearest stars lies something even grander: our home galaxy, the Milky Way. When you look up on a clear night and notice the dense misty band stretching across the sky, you are glimpsing this enormous spiral city of stars that contains not only our Sun but hundreds of billions of other stars. The Milky Way is a massive flattened disk roughly 100,000 light-years wide and about 1,000 light-years thick in its stellar disk. It has a bulging core at its center, crowded neighborhood teeming with stars, gas, dust, and the enigmatic presence of a supermassive black hole known as Sagittarius A*. This black hole, with a mass of about 4 million suns, anchors the galaxy's heart and influences the motions of stars whirling around it at breathtaking speeds. Our solar system resides comfortably in one of the quieter suburbs of this galactic metropolis, about 27,000 light-years from the center. Nestled in a spiral arm called the Orion Arm or Orion Spurt, is a relatively calm region, providing the stable environment necessary for life to evolve. The entire solar system orbits the galactic center at an astonishing pace of approximately 828,000 kilometers per hour, but due to the galaxy's immense size, a single orbit takes roughly 225 million years, a journey that is repeated only around 20 times during the Sun's 4.6 billion-year lifetime. Stars in the Milky Way rarely travel alone. They often form in groups born from giant clouds of gas and dust. These stellar families range from loosely bound collections, called open clusters, to densely packed globular clusters. Open clusters, like the famous Pleiades or Seven Sisters, are relatively young, shining with the blue light of recent starbirths, just hundreds of millions of years old. Globular clusters, on the other hand, are ancient relics, dense, spherical gatherings of hundreds of thousands or even millions of stars orbiting the galactic halo, holding secrets dating back almost to the age of the galaxy itself. Between the stars and clusters, hazy and colorful nebulae drift vast clouds of gas and dust sculpted by gravity and stellar winds. Some nebulae, like the Orion Nebula, are stellar nurseries where new stars are quietly igniting, bathing the surroundings in glowing light, while others are remnants of dying stars, shaped into majestic pillars and filaments. Though these structures might appear large on the human scale, they are but tiny brushstrokes on the vast canvas of the Milky Way. Yet, inside these brushstrokes, entire cosmic dramas unfold. Stars ignite, live out their lifetimes, and eventually expire with spectacular fireworks, creating the elements essential for planets and life itself. As we step further back, the Milky Way reveals itself not as a solitary island, but as part of an intricate cosmic neighborhood. Nearby galaxies, from faint dwarf satellites to the enormous Andromeda galaxy over 2 million light-years away, form the local group, a gravitational family that slowly dances through the universe. Over immense timescales, collisions and mergers shape and grow these galactic families, slowly sculpting the large-scale structure of the cosmos. Our place in this vast starry metropolis might not be special or central, but it is real and meaningful. For here, amidst billions of stars, on a small planet orbiting an ordinary star, life has emerged, learned to wonder, and begun to understand its cosmic context. As we deepen our gaze into the cosmos, one of the most profound discoveries, one that reshaped our understanding of everything, is that the universe itself is expanding. It is not merely that galaxies are moving away from us through space, but that space itself is stretching, carrying galaxies along like leaves on a swelling river. This realization transformed science and challenged centuries of assumption. The story begins in the 1920s with Edwin Hubble's groundbreaking observations. Through the powerful 100-inch telescope at Mount Wilson Observatory, Hubble measured the light from distant galaxies and noticed a curious pattern. The farther a galaxy was from us, the faster its light was shifted toward the red end of the spectrum. This redshift signaled that those galaxies were receding, moving away at speeds proportional to their distance. This relationship became known as Hubble's law, and was the first solid evidence that the cosmos was not static but expanding. The expanding universe isn't like an explosion from a bomb, with fragments flying through space. Instead, imagine baking a loaf of raisin bread. As the dough rises, the raisins move apart, not because they are moving through the dough, but because the dough itself is growing. Galaxies are like those raisins, embedded in an ever-expanding fabric of space-time. This expansion introduces extraordinary consequences. It means that regions of the universe are rushing away from each other at accelerating speeds. A mysterious force dubbed dark energy appears to drive this acceleration, pushing galaxies farther and faster apart, stretching the cosmic web beyond what we can presently observe or even hope to reach. At a certain distance, roughly 14 billion light-years, this expansion sweeps galaxies beyond a cosmic event horizon. Light from those galaxies will never reach us. They exist, bustling with stars, planets, perhaps civilizations, but permanently beyond the reach of our telescopes and signals. This horizon is not a boundary in space, but a limit set by cosmic time and the speed of light itself. Yet, despite this vastness, the cosmos feels intimate through the language of light. Every photon that reaches us carries a story from the past, whether it traveled a few seconds from the moon, 8 minutes from the sun, or billions of years across intergalactic space. When we peer deep into the night sky, we look back in time. We see galaxies not as they are now, but as they were when their light began its long journey. In this sense, the universe is a four-dimensional tapestry woven with threads of space and time. The accelerating expansion also means that our visible universe sphere, about 93 billion light-years across, called the observable universe, is just a cosmic bubble of what may lie beyond. Beyond that bubble could be an unimaginably larger universe, perhaps infinite in extent, or part of a multiverse with different physical laws and realities. But these regions remain forever hidden behind the curtain of light speed and time. This cosmic perspective humbles us and frees us. We are tiny occupants of a vast, dynamic, and ever-changing universe. Our lives, even civilizations, are but brief moments in the cosmic timeline, but through curiosity, imagination, and science, we reach out, measuring redshifts, mapping cosmic filaments, simulating galaxies, and listening to the afterglow of the Big Bang. We stand on a tiny blue planet, orbiting a star in a spiral arm of a vast galaxy, nested in a cluster of galaxies that itself is only a part of a grand cosmic web. Though we are not centers of space, we are in many ways the centers of perception, conscious beings able to ask, to wonder, and to understand. In the end, the expanding universe tells a story, not just of distances and motions, but of connection, of light bridging distances, of matter forming stars and planets, of atoms becoming life, and life becoming aware of the cosmos that birthed it. As you look up at the night sky, know that the universe is not a static backdrop, but a vast, breathing entity, filled with motion, mystery, and endless possibility. The distance may be unfathomable, the numbers too large to hold in your mind, but the feeling, the sense of belonging to something magnificent is yours too. As we stand on the shoulders of centuries of discovery, equipped with powerful telescopes and sophisticated simulations, our understanding of the universe has grown by leaps and bounds. Yet, each answer often leads to new questions, deeper mysteries, and sometimes mind-bending possibilities that challenge the very fabric of our imagination. One of the most remarkable tools at the forefront of modern cosmology is the use of large-scale computer simulations. These digital universes are constructed using fundamental physical laws and vast computing power, allowing us to witness cosmic evolution unfold across billions of years, from the earliest seeds planted during cosmic inflation to the tangled web of galaxies, clusters, and voids we observe today. Simulations like the Illustrious and Millennium projects meticulously recreate the cosmic ballet, showing us how dark matter sculpts the invisible scaffolding upon which galaxies form. They reveal how black holes influence the birth and death of stars, and how galaxies collide, merge, and evolve. These virtual universes bring dry equations to vivid life, allowing us to explore what-if scenarios and refine our models when predictions meet observations, sometimes perfectly, sometimes imperfectly, hinting at new physics yet to be discovered. Yet, even with these incredible advances, the universe continues to surprise us. The cosmos, we observe the observable universe, is but a fraction of what may exist. Beyond the cosmic horizon lies the unobservable universe, possibly infinite, extending out two realms forever hidden by the limits imposed by light speed and cosmic expansion. This leads us to profound questions about the very nature of reality. Is our universe the only one, or are we part of a vast multiverse, an endless foam of universes, each with its own laws of physics, dimensions, and perhaps life? The idea of a multiverse springs naturally from theories of cosmic inflation and string theory, suggesting that what we see is just one bubble in an ever-inflating sea of universes. Such speculation blurs the lines between science, philosophy, and wonder. By definition, these other universes lie beyond direct observation or experiment. Their existence may forever be conjecture, but their possibility invites us to expand not just our scientific horizons, but also our philosophy of existence. As we wrestle with these vast concepts, we return to our human perspective. There was a time when the cosmos revolved around us. Geocentrism was the comfortable norm. Copernicus, Galileo, and eventually Einstein showed us otherwise, usuring in the Copernican principle that we occupy no privileged position in space or time. This humility is not a dismissal of significance, but a liberation. It means that the universe operates on universal laws that we can uncover and understand. We may not be the center of the universe, but we are the universe's conscious observers, its way of knowing itself. Our curiosity compels us. We send probes into the void, map the earliest light of the cosmos, and build instruments capable of peering deeper than ever before. We expand our mental maps with metaphor, simulation, and poetry, striving to bridge the gap between the immeasurable scale of space and the intimate scale of human experience. In this grand unfolding story, knowledge and mystery entwine. The more we learn, the more the cosmos invites us to wonder. We may never fully grasp the totality of the universe. The numbers may be too vast, the distance is too extreme, but understanding is not always about mastery. Sometimes it is about embracing awe, connection, and the quiet joy of inquiry. And so, we look up, ask our questions, and listen for the whispers of ancient starlight. We remain explorers, humble, small, and infinitely curious, part of a cosmic journey without end. When we think about the universe, it's natural to picture stars scattered randomly across the night sky, silhouetted points of light, shining alone in the vast darkness. But the cosmos isn't a random scatter or a chaotic jumble. Instead, stars and galaxies are woven together into a grand cosmic web, a vast and intricate tapestry stretching across unimaginable distances. This grand design emerges from the simplest of beginnings, the tiny fluctuations in the density of matter just after the Big Bang. As the universe expanded and cooled, gravity began to work on these slight irregularities. Denser regions attracted more matter, growing into filaments and clusters, while less dense regions stretched out into enormous voids, cosmic deserts almost devoid of galaxies. These filaments and nodes, glowing with galaxies and clusters, form the scaffolding of the universe. It's a network of glowing strands connecting dense hubs like beads, linked by shimmering threads. If the universe were a night sky quilt, this cosmic web would be its intricate stitching, unseen by the naked eye, but absolutely vital to the shape and evolution of everything we know. Interestingly, this cosmic web resembles fractals, patterns that look similar across different scales. Zooming in, you find stars grouped in clusters. Zoom out, and those clusters group into superclusters. Zoom further, and superclusters connect through filaments that span billions of light years. The pattern repeats, creating a delicate, vast structure describing the very large-scale organization of matter in the cosmos. One of the largest known structures is the Sloan Great Wall, spanning over 1.3 billion light-years and linking multiple galaxy clusters. Even more colossal is the Hercules Corona Borealis Great Wall, which challenges our understanding with its extreme scale. Yet, these gigantic formations are just a fraction of the observable universe, with possibly many more structures hidden beyond our cosmic horizon. Our Milky Way galaxy is part of this immense cosmic web. Along with our local group of galaxies, it resides within a greater structure called the Laniakea supercluster. The Laniakea, meaning immense heaven in Hawaiian, stretches over 500 million light-years and holds more than 100,000 galaxies. But still, this supercluster is merely a thread in the larger cosmic web, woven through with dark matter, gas, and stars. What's even more stunning is that most of the mass in the universe is invisible. Dark matter, which neither emits nor absorbs light, dominates the cosmic web. We infer its presence because its gravity shapes the movement of galaxies and the formation of filaments. The cosmic web is a map, not just of visible matter, but of the enigmatic dark matter framework that holds it all together. Zooming out far enough, the detailed structure fades into uniformity. On the very largest scales, the universe appears statistically smooth and isotropic, roughly the same in all directions. This is the cosmological principle, a foundational assumption in cosmology, suggesting the universe has no preferred direction or center. Yet, even embedded in this vast, complex network, our very atoms trace back to stars and galaxies entwined in the web. Every particle that composes you was forged inside a star and carried across space and time through these grand cosmic filaments. Understanding this cosmic architecture doesn't just satisfy science, it also connects us to the universe in a profound way, revealing how intricately we are part of a grand unfolding tapestry shaped by gravity and time patterns, written into the cosmos from the very moment of creation. To truly grasp the vastness and complexity of the universe, astronomers use powerful cosmic simulations, virtual universes created inside supercomputers. These simulations are digital test tubes filled with virtual matter, governed by laws of physics like gravity, thermodynamics, and fluid dynamics. Starting with a simple cube of space, simulations let the laws of physics shape how matter clumps together to form galaxies, clusters, voids, and the cosmic web we observe. Some of the most famous simulations, like the Illustris project and the Millennium simulation, model billions of particles over billions of light years. They've helped us understand how galaxies form, evolve, and interact. Simulations not only reproduce the visible universe, but also reveal how crucial dark matter is in holding galaxies together and shaping large-scale cosmic structures. These simulations are more than just numbers and data. They create vivid, dynamic portraits of the universe, letting us fly through space and time, rewind cosmic history, and witness the dance of galaxies over billions of years. When simulations align well with observations, they confirm the accuracy of our physical theories. When they don't, they highlight gaps in our knowledge and guide future research. Yet, while we've progressed enormously, cosmic simulations also remind us how much remains unknown. We cannot experiment with the real universe, but we can run virtual ones, testing ideas and exploring scenarios impossible in reality. Through these digital universes, we gain not only understanding, but also a profound sense of wonder about the cosmos. At the same time, our picture of the universe has radically shifted from ancient beliefs that placed Earth at the center of everything. The geocentric model, where everything revolved around Earth, gave way to the heliocentric model proposed by Copernicus, and later to the understanding that our solar system is just an unremarkable part of a typical galaxy among countless others. This shift, known as the Copernican principle, teaches us humility. There is no special or privileged place in the cosmos. The laws of physics are the same everywhere, and while we are not the center of the universe, we are uniquely capable of perceiving and understanding it. In a poetic twist, though insignificant in size and location, human consciousness acts as the universe's lens, allowing the cosmos to know and reflect upon itself. Ultimately, it's not our location that makes us special, but our curiosity and connection to the vast cosmic story unfolding over billions of years. The universe is not built for us, yet it allows us to exist, to observe, and to wonder. In that participatory role, we find meaning, not as rulers of the cosmos, but as its thoughtful explorers. As we peer deeper into the vast expanse, the universe continues to surprise and humble us. The cosmos, vast beyond comprehension, is both a physical reality and an unfolding story, ever-changing, ever-growing, and our place within it is both infinitesimal and remarkable. With the observable universe stretching approximately 93 billion light-years across, we can only glimpse a tiny fraction of what may exist beyond this boundary. The cosmic horizon is not a solid wall, but a soft, distant edge shaped by the limits of light travel and the accelerating expansion of space itself. It is a horizon of time, of history, a reminder that the past we see is locked within the light, reaching us now, and the farther out we look, the farther back in time we peer. Yet, beyond this horizon lies an unknowable expanse. The unobservable universe. It may be unimaginably large, perhaps infinite, continuing in regions whose light has not yet, and may never, reach us. This expanding frontier challenges our fundamental concepts of distance, time, and reality itself. We ask, what lies beyond? What will the universe be like in the future? And what role might humanity play in that grand cosmic tapestry? The cosmic future, expansion, fate, and transformation. Current observations reveal that the universe's expansion is accelerating. This startling fact, attributed to a mysterious dark energy, means that galaxies beyond a certain distance are moving away, so quickly that their light will never reach us. The cosmic event horizon effectively isolates us within a shrinking, social circle of star systems. In tens of billions of years hence, much of the universe will have receded beyond view, leaving only a few gravitationally bound neighborhoods. Our own local group, including the Milky Way and Andromeda galaxies, will become a solitary island as the rest of the cosmos fades into darkness. Over trillions of years, even our own galaxy may evolve. Stars will die off, black holes will dominate, and the cosmos will quieten, approaching a cold, dark end, sometimes called the heat death of the universe. But these distant futures, though bleak in some ways, are also arenas of transformation. New stars may form in pockets, black holes may merge in magnificent dances, and unknown physical processes might yet arise. What we think we understand could be expanded or overturned. For humanity, these cosmological timescales dwarf any individual, lifespan, or civilization. Yet, our curiosity propels us forward. What might our descendants be like in the far future? Could they harness the energy of stars and black holes, colonize the galaxy, even one day reach out beyond our cosmic island? Could technologies emerge that allow travel across interstellar or intergalactic distances in feasible timescales? The quest for cosmic connection and survival interstellar travel remains one of the greatest challenges of physics and engineering. As noted earlier, the yawning gaps between stars are daunting. Even our fastest spacecraft like Voyager 1 would take tens of thousands of years to reach the nearest star. Concepts like breakthrough starshot envision tiny probes accelerated to fractions of light speed with laser sails, reaching Alpha Centauri in a couple of decades. But the scale and complexity are enormous. Looking even farther, colonizing the galaxy or universe may require settlements adapted to extremes of space and time. Concepts from science fiction, wormholes, warp drives, or generational ships push the limits of imagination and physics. Many of these are speculative, but they frame our ongoing quest to bridge the chasms of distance and time. Beyond travel lies the question of survival. The cosmic environment is harsh. Radiation, vast emptiness, and eons of time test any civilization's resilience. Yet, through advances in science, engineering, and understanding of biology, we may find ways to endure and flourish even among the stars. The universe has a story, time, change, and meaning. Looking up at the stars, we gaze not only across space, but across time. The light we see is ancient, often millions or billions of years old. Each star's glow is a story told in photons, a narrative of birth, life, and eventual fate. Galaxy clusters form like islands of light in the darkness, weaving a cosmic web of intricate beauty and complexity. This cosmic perspective invites reflection. Our place is tiny and transient, a brief spark in vast unfolding time. Yet we are also storytellers, creatures capable of comprehension, meaning-making, and wonder. The universe is not merely a collection of matter and energy, but a stage for countless narratives, including ours. Philosophically, this perspective humbles and elevates us simultaneously. The Copernican principle reminds us that we are not the center of the universe spatially or temporally. Yet, through our awareness, the universe notices itself. Our search for understanding, our capacity for awe, connect us intimately to the cosmos. This connection transcends scales and distances. It is woven into the very atoms we are composed of. Beyond observation, the limits and potential of human understanding, we must acknowledge that our knowledge is bounded. The observable universe is limited by light speed and cosmic expansion. What lies beyond the unobservable cosmos may be forever beyond our direct grasp, and even within our bubble. The universe's complexity defies easy comprehension. Our minds evolved for survival on Earth, not to grasp infinities or cosmic timescales. We use metaphors, models, and simulations to bridge the gap between the measurable and the imaginable. Mathematics reveals patterns and structures hidden in the night, and telescopes extend our senses beyond natural limits. Cosmic simulations, powered by supercomputers, allow us to explore the universe's evolution in virtual time. These digital universes, faithful to physical laws, help us test hypotheses about galaxy formation, dark matter, and cosmic inflation. They transform equations into vivid, interactive stories of creation and transformation. Still, many mysteries remain. The nature of dark matter and dark energy eludes definitive explanation. The origin of the inflationary epoch and the quantum birth of the universe stretch our understanding to its limits. Questions of whether the universe is infinite or curved back on itself tease our mathematical and philosophical faculties. The multiverse and infinite possibilities. Some theories propose that our universe is but one bubble in a vast multiverse, an endless foam of universes, each with its own physical laws and constants. This raises profound questions. Are there realms where different physics operate, where time and space have different meanings, where life as we know it could not exist? While spectacular, the multiverse idea is difficult or impossible to test experimentally, making it a subject of both fascination and skepticism. Yet, it embodies the spirit of cosmic humility and openness to vast possibilities. The human journey, curiosity, wonder, and place. Ultimately, the story of the universe is also our story. As we probe the cosmos's depths, we confront profound questions about origins, destiny, and meaning. Though the universe in its vastness may never be fully known, our quest to understand is itself heroic and beautiful. In the face of immense scales and deep mysteries, we find solace not in complete answers but in the act of wondering. The stars invite us to contemplate our insignificance and our uniqueness. Though small, we are part of a grand cosmic dance, participants in an unfolding story that began billions of years before us and will continue long after. To look up at the night sky is to touch something eternal. It is to feel the weight of time and space, the silence between galaxies, and the bright pulse of starlight across the ages. It is to know that we belong intimately, beautifully, irrevocably, to a cosmos more vast, more ancient, and more mysterious than any metaphor can capture. And in that knowing, there is both peace and inspiration. As we close the final chapter of our cosmic voyage, the vastness of the universe, with all its grandeur and mystery, settles softly around us like a dark velvet cloak, sprinkled with pinpoints of gentle light. Throughout this journey, we have traveled across unimaginable distances, mapped galaxies swirling billions of light years away, and delved into the deep architecture of reality itself. Yet now, as the day winds down and night deepens, perhaps the most profound understanding we gain is not one of numbers or distances, but of stillness and belonging. The universe, immense beyond imagining and forever expanding, invites us to pause. In the quiet spaces between stars, where light takes millions of years to journey, there is a profound sense of calm. Science and curiosity brought us here, but wonder and acceptance allow us to stay, to stand, or rather to float, peacefully amidst the silent depths of space, is to glimpse a truth often lost in the rush of daily life. That vastness carries with it a kind of gentle reassurance. The quiet majesty of darkness. Imagine standing alone, beneath a perfect night sky, far from city lights, where darkness fully envelops you. The Milky Way stretches overhead in a brilliant river of stardust, ancient stars whispering stories as old as time. Though your place may be but a speck on a pale blue dot, you feel connected, not diminished, but part of a cosmic whole. Darkness is often misunderstood. In the universe, darkness is not emptiness. It is a canvas for light, a space that holds possibility. The void between stars, the immense black stretches between galaxies, are not empty prisons but realms where new wonders are born, where the seeds of future stars lie dormant in clouds of gas, waiting for gravity's gentle pull. In this darkness, the silence is not an absence of sound but a presence all its own. It is the quiet hum of infinity, a lullaby sung by the universe herself. Listening closely, you can feel it in the stillness between breaths, in the pause between heartbeats. It is the space where time seems to slow, where worries untangle and dissolve. Our place in the great cosmic tapestry we've journeyed outward from the familiar, the ground beneath our feet, the moon's gentle glow, the warm light of our sun too, the edges of the cosmos, where the known fades into mystery. In doing so, we confront the paradox of the universe, infinitely vast, yet made of the very same elements as we are, seemingly cold and indifferent, yet capable of nurturing life and consciousness. The atoms in your body were forged in the core of ancient stars. The cosmic dust scattered across the skies found its way into you, into the stories you carry, and the dreams you cherish. You are not merely in the universe, you are of the universe, a fleeting dance of matter and energy, a reflection of a cosmos that watches itself unfold with curiosity. There is a quiet joy in this realization. No longer seeing ourselves as separate or alone, we recognize our participation in the endless rhythm of creation and dissolution. Every moment you breathe is both an end and a beginning, a merging of starlight and flesh, of time and timeless. Beyond understanding. The grace of wonder. Perhaps the greatest gift the universe offers is not knowledge in the strictest sense, but wonder, the deep, aching sense of amazement that something so immense, so beautiful, could exist at all, let alone allow us to glimpse it. Our minds may falter when tasked with truly grasping the vast numbers, billions of galaxies, trillions of stars, light traveling billions of years just to meet our eyes, but the heart knows these truths in a different way. It feels them as awe, as humility, as a quiet awe that quietly folds itself around the soul and whispers, "It is enough to simply be." The universe does not demand that we understand it fully. Its majesty does not diminish because of our limits. Rather, our very limitations gild the experience, making each insight precious, each glimpse a treasure. To hold a candle in the dark of cosmic vastness is to participate in a ritual as old as time. The soft edges of time and space as you prepare to rest. Consider the span of cosmic time itself. If all of history, from the first flicker of the Big Bang to now, were compressed into a single breath, your life would be the subtle pulse of that breath's end, a blink of light, a whisper of wind. And yet, within that brief moment, lies everything: love, discovery, joy, and sorrow. The entire human story is imprinted upon the fabric of space and time, stretching into the infinite night. Every star that shines, every galaxy spinning in grand arcs, is a subtle echo of that story. When you close your eyes tonight, remember that the light touching your eyelids is ancient, 1,000 times older than any civilization. It traveled the cosmos just to find you here, still and awake. A living point of light searching the dark for understanding. A cosmic lullaby. It is time now to let go, to sink into the quiet solace of night, where stars keep their eternal watch. Imagine yourself drifting gently across cosmic seas, weightless and unhurried, cradled by invisible tides of space and time. Feel the soft pulse of distant suns, the slow dance of galaxies unfolding in silent grace. Each gentle wave of light is a lullaby, each twinkle a gentle hello from the stars. There is no rush, no destination, only the endless unfolding of now, timeless and serene. Breathe deeply. Let the universe's vastness carry away the noise of the day. In this moment, you are safe, small, and utterly part of the whole. The universe as a place of peace. Ultimately, the cosmos is not just a place of thunderous explosions and sprawling infinity. It is also a sanctuary of softness and space, a place that invites stillness, reflection, and rest in the face of mortality and mystery. The universe offers a quiet message: you are part of something vast and beautiful. You need not measure it or conquer it, simply be with it. Allow yourself to feel the wonder, the peace, the belonging. As the night deepens and the stars wheel silently above, you carry within you the secrets of the cosmos, delicately folded. Inside your breath, your dreams, your heart. So let yourself fall gently into sleep. Let the vastness rock you like a cradle. Let starlight warm your thoughts, and let peace settle softly, like falling dust, around your mind. When you wake, the universe will still be here, spinning, expanding, humming softly through the silence. And so will you, a small spark of consciousness held within its infinite embrace. Good night. Dream of galaxies unfolding like petals, of light traveling through endless space, of the quiet beauty that holds us all. Thank you for joining this journey, for daring to wonder, and for resting beneath the vast, timeless sky.